Assalamualaikum and good day everyone. My name is Qistina and I'm year 6 Gamilam of SK Saga-Saga Membakut district. Today I want to review some book that I love the most. Let's check it out. This is the book, The Wicked Stepmother. Simon and Polly were siblings, but they had a wicked stepmother. She did not like the children and want to get rid of them. She cast a spell and turned them into a lamb and a fish. Seeing them stick together by the stream, the wicked mother became angrier. She think of another plan to get rid of it. She asked the cook to kill and roast the lamb for the dinner. Polly began to cry and also do Simon. They made a foul wish and the cook heard it. Feeling pity, the cook took a second lamb for the dinner. The mother was the happiest person who ate the dinner and thought the children will never be together again. Polly and Simon become children again. They live together with a wise woman in the woods and they live happily after. Things I love about this book is, in my opinion, their siblings, they love each other so much. And the wise woman also a great person. I love ending about this story though. Don't be mean as well. A person deserves a good deed in their life. Be more appreciative and loving with your friends and family. Now we go to the second book, Book Review 2. The title is The Crow Has Black Feathers and produced by Penerbit Adia Collective. And the character is the crow and the stork. The story is about a crow who has beautiful white feather. His good friend the stork admired his feather. The crow then helped the stork to have beautiful white feather like his too. The stork can't believe it. The crow gave a bottle white pen to the stork and asked him to pour over his feathers. Magically, it turned white. Before giving back the bottle, he mixed some black paint and returned it to the crow. Unstoppable, after the crow poured the paint over his feather, it became black. He was being wicked by his own good friend. I think the crow is a good friend. He appreciated friendship and get tips how to help his own friend. While the stork took advantage of his friend and betrayed him, it was horrible feeling for doing such thing like that. Moral about this story is, I learned to be careful when helping others. A person deserves a good deed in their life. Be more friendly. Book Review 3 is The Dog and His Reflection by author is Aesop Fables for Little Children. A dog stole a large piece of meat from the butcher in the market. He ran fast he can until he reached a bridge, firmly the meat on his mouth. In the middle of the bridge, he saw another dog with a large piece of meat in the clear river. He was greedy and wanted the meat too. He wanted to scare the other dog and take the meat. As he opened his mouth to bark, splash, the piece of meat dropped into the river. Things I love about this book, in my opinion, is the dog was foolish by his own reflection because that he was lost piece of meat. The poor dog, feeling hungry and sad. Moral about this book is, I learned to not be greedy when you already have enough by yourself. Now we go to the fourth book. The title is The Greedy Monkey by author is Early Learner and the character is Mr. Monkey and Mr. Tortoise. The legend Mr. Tortoise, walking around looking for a food, came across a fallen banana tree. He carried and planted it on his own, but he was upset that he couldn't carry the tree. Then he decided asking Mr. Monkey for help. As Mr. Monkey saying yes, but decided to trick Mr. Tortoise instead, but he wanted to plant the banana tree for himself too. He told Mr. Tortoise to divide the tree, giving the Mr. Tortoise the lowest, and he will be having the top of the tree. Mr. Tortoise agreed, but he will not be heavy to carry. Day by day, the banana tree of Mr. Tortoise grew big. Well, Mr. Monkey tree died. Greedy Mr. Monkey going up to the Mr. Tortoise tree and eat the banana, threw the banana skin at the Mr. Tortoise. Furiously, Mr. Tortoise asked Mr. Monkey, ungrateful behavior, he put thorny roots on the ground surrounding the banana tree. As Mr. Monkey lost his balance, he fell to the ground off the top of the throne. Serve you right, said Mr. Tortoise. Opinion about this book is the story was very funny for me. Mr. Monkey had a bomb shot on his butt. Serve him politely for being ungrateful and being greedy. Moral about this story is I learned to not be greedy and think on yourself. Remember to be grateful at what others have done to you. My final book review is Mr. Crow Disguised Himself, also by early learner, and the character is Mrs. Snake, Mrs. Eagle, and also Mr. Crow. Mrs. Eagle wants to search for food, so she asks help from Mr. Crow to look after her attendant eggs. She agreed, but he actually intended to eat the eggs. Mrs. Snake saw the incident and gave some words, then hurriedly left the place before she got blamed by Mrs. Eagle. Mr. Crow also flew away. All of a sudden, Mrs. Eagle returned, found out her eggs are eaten up. She felt heartbroken and guessed that Mr. Crow had eaten up her eggs. Mr. Crow disguised himself with pickled feathers he found on the ground, hoping Mrs. Eagle not recognize him. Quite by chance, it was bad day for Mr. Crow. The moment Mr. Eagle saw him, she swooped down upon him to his last breath. For me, Mr. Crow was so bad. He was being untrustworthy and selfish. I don't really like character of him though. Moral of this story is a person commits a wrongdoing will never feel safe on their side. That's all for today. Thank you whoever watching this.